PI.
Fantastic. I'm gonna
Hi.
let everyone in. Woohoo! The time has come. Indeed, the time has come. Hi, everyone. This is indeed the moment that we've been waiting for. Thank you for joining. We are having a lot of people joining us. And so it's going to be a very good day to end your week. I don't know how your week has been. Mine has been a very interesting week, but this is indeed the highlight. All right. And for those of you who have watched the teaser video that we did at around 12, really I shared with you the reason why I'm looking forward to it, because flowers is always very close to all the women's heart. Yeah, so this is so cool. Yeah, so nice. Yeah, I know. Thanks so much, Guan Huat, for typing that. Also live in Facebook and also YouTube. Hi, Guan Huat, you have been so supportive of Art of Career events. I really want to thank you. Really. Yeah, cool. We like people like you. All right. So that together we all learn. Cool. All right. So what we want to do is to welcome Doris. Hi, Doris.
Hi. Hello. Just do a sound check to make sure
Yeah,
everyone can hear me loud and clear.
I can hear you very,
That's
very loud and
good.
clear. Yep, very nice. So nice to have you here. So nice to see everyone here as well. Welcome to a session on the meaning of flowers with FloristD. I think for those of you who are on my mailing list, you would have heads up on this for quite some time back. And also we have captured your questions. I really want to thank you so much for submitting your questions early so that we can really make this even more meaningful. So without further ado, I did also say in our teaser video that one of us can win a bouquet. All right, one of us can win a bouquet, and there has been entries already that we have received. So wait for the announcement. All right. So really want to thank you for doing that, because we want to make the discovery of information more interesting, not just looking at theory, but looking at practical. So today you have a live business and also the journey that Doris has taken. And I see a lot of familiar names here because you would have also listened to her talk. Some of you may have attended her talk live. Some of you, if you missed that live session, then go watch the recording on our YouTube channel. And of course, for those of you who are watching on YouTube, then you know the recording is there. It's somewhere in the playlist. And Doris has also come from a full-time salaried kind of environment, and then she stepped out into an entrepreneur kind of route. So in her day job, in her previous job, she specializes in HR. And to be specific, she's a HR business partner. And in that talk, she covered a lot on the purpose of candidate profiling. So, just knowing one person who is Doris, you get inroads into many other topics. So I really like that. Okay, so you can catch the video there. So for those of you who are new to me and you're watching this because you have registered through Doris's Insta page, and also maybe even bought bouquets from her. And so I just want to introduce myself. So I'm the host and the moderator for today's session. I'm also the founder of the Art of Career. A lot of what we do is to help professionals in their career transition journey. Okay, so I just want to admit a few more people, so it's not like I'm talking in weird phrases and pauses. All right. Okay, cool. So I've let those people in already. Yeah, so we believe in helping both professionals and organizations in bringing up the standard of work and contribution to the organization. But you didn't come here to listen to me. You came here to listen to Doris. So why are we doing this? We are doing this because the Art of Career has turned 5 this year. To be specific, it's actually 31st of October that we turned 5, but we already started doing a lot of pro bono, a lot of free events, really to help everyone. It's our little way of give back. So there are a lot of events that we have kicked off. And so to summarize the events that we have done, we pick Noteworthy, noteworthy, not worthy, noteworthy. That means people, talent who is very worthy of mention. Businesses, especially startups. I have a very soft spot for startups because I'm also a startup. All right, I started 5 years ago. So so businesses as well, and of course causes. So anything to do with social enterprises, you will see that I've also brought them on as well. If you know of any that you think we should be featuring, then send us an email at support@artofcareer.com. Okay, so for those of you in Zoom and you're not watching this on our social media channels, then that's where you can subscribe and be alerted like what we did in the teaser video, just so that you know what's coming up. And that's where you can find us on the Art of Career. One more slide before I hand you over to Doris, and that is join our mailing list, because we are going to be providing a lot more customized, a little bit more audience focused, you know, kind of materials to help you. And again, it's our way of giving back, all right, to everyone. So join us. The link is very simple, link.artofcareer.com/invite. Okay, share this link with anyone, any colleagues, friends, anyone you think needs to be in the know as well. Yay. Okay, so let's all come to Doris. She has so much planned for us. I'm gonna just stop share here. I just can't wait to listen. I'm gonna join you as an audience to also learn from her. I've not gone through her materials in depth. So okay, enough talking. Over to you, Doris.
Thanks, Eileen. Okay, I do receive some message from friends, colleagues, everywhere that I know. They are trying to join in now. Yeah. So I have my fingers really slowly to share my screen so that they can join in.
No worries, it's recorded as well. So okay, whatever they need, they can still go back.
Yeah. They message me, wait for me.
I know, right?
Okay, it should be popping up now.
Yeah, it is. It is.
Okay, great. So very good afternoon, everyone who have joined in. I have seen familiar names in the sessions. Thank you for taking your lunch time to actually attend this session. And feel free to eat and listen as you go, because what I need is your ears and your eyes, because I have so much to share about my passion and beautiful photos that will be shown in the screen in the next few moments. So by way of introduction, I'm Doris Lim, and FloristD is the brand of my floristry business. So you could actually see it's actually a very simple name. I wouldn't say it's a cheesy name, but I name it because I want people to remember. So you can see I love the alphabet D, and it's everywhere in my logo, in my name. And so let me just move on. And yeah, once again, welcome. We love what we do, especially myself. And it has been a very great few months moving into the entrepreneurship and my business. We have always tried to do more and more things, creating more new things, sharing our passions, and how we actually started FloristD. So one key thing is I'm trying to create happiness through flowers, as you can see from my Zoom background. Why? Is because our client happiness is our happiness, and this is that simple. Yeah,
I can attest to it because I personally witnessed Doris's transformation.
Yeah. So so hello, and I'm sure we meet by whether is it my customer, my friends, my colleagues, my family members, my ex-colleagues, who have joined us. I would say those who have connected me over the past few years should know me so much. And some are surprised when I started my business. Some are so excited because they have seen me doing so much for my business. And of course, from a HR, a full-time salary job HR positions to home-based business was never easy, but it's fine because I enjoy every part of the moments. I love flowers so much. People who know me personally, I have tons of flowers at home. Uh, Even my outfit will be flowers. Accessories will be flowers. Everything. So, even someone who I know, who I actually bought accessories from, from a seller and now become friends. Once they always have stock on flowers related, they will call me, Doris, this is yours. So that's so fun and so good of them to remember me. So now why I actually started, I believe that flowers heal me in all ways. And they bring me smiles, bring me comfort. Why? Because through my most difficult time of my life, it just healed me. And something crazily is that I felt my flowers are talking to me. Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
I really love it.
So they will talk to me when they are thirsty. They talk to me when they are blooming. They talk to me that, oh, I'm ready to go, but hey, I'm still your dry flowers. So this is why I feel my flowers are talking to me, and because they make me happy, and I also want them to be happy, especially when I actually create them to my customers. Yeah. So as you can see my logo, this is hand drawn by myself. So a simple D as the symbol, and you can see so many colorful floral arrangements. This is actually trying to create, joyful and love to people who receive my flowers. And so far, I would think that I have achieved that because I have so much reviews when they actually receive my flowers.
I was gonna say that when it comes to designing logo, usually people always say keep the number of colors few, because the cost of printing and stuff like that and having to find the right color tone is difficult. So I must applaud you for putting so many colors in your logo. I was so impressed when I first saw it. Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah, so I'm trying
Harry
to bring
gave you a clap as well.
trying to bring the vibrant out, by seeing it, it's just so cheerful. And it just makes me cheerful as well. So I have a favorite quote that so relates to me, especially in my life, in my transformation, the way how I love flowers, is that flowers always make people happy. And this is actually a true thing when your spouse, your partner, your girlfriend, your mother, or your grandma, your neighbor and your colleagues who receive it, I'm sure the flowers do make them happy. And they are also helpful. So if you can see out in the market, flowers can be also food, and they are also medicine to people. They can be made in tea, cakes, so many things, and flowers can do wonders. And what you need to know is, over the ages, century, do you realize flowers always exist? Yeah, and it's never dying out. So that is why I love them. And of course, our mission is to deliver positive emotions to who we receive, and serve as a great mood lifter. Why? Because it doesn't matter what day you had. It can be a bad day that you experience. It can be something joyful. It's a celebration. But what we want to create and what we want to deliver is the positive emotions that is brought to you when you held our bouquet. And we see this through written message, that we from our customers to the recipients, which I will share more later on. I have so many exciting experience to share with you. Yeah. So moving next, this is our expertise. We work with daily flowers. We ensure that we only deliver the freshest and beautiful flowers. We try to make all orders bouquet the day before or on the day itself. So I'm very grateful that I know a few flower suppliers who I have built so good relationship with them. And what happened this morning, I wake up so early to get the freshest flowers, and guess what? I have never seen a rose that is so huge. It's bigger than my palm, so they always know I want to achieve in getting the freshest one. And they know my style, so they always try to reserve the best flowers for me, and I'm very appreciative with my flower supply. I don't know whether they have joined in, but
Right.
I'm sure they will be very happy if I mention them.
I'm gonna give you an emoji of a clap. Yeah. So everyone, you can also use your emoji reactions button in Zoom. Those of us in Zoom, all right,
Yeah.
you can also do that.
So we also have preserved and dry flowers. I will share more about preserved and dry flowers. We actually launched this a few months ago on preserved and dry flowers, and we get a lot of response. Before on my first month of my business, I already have inquiries of preserved and dry flowers. I think it's a trend now, because it's a timeless flowers that last. It can last for 6 to 1 year if it is in well maintained, in good condition, which I will share with you some tips later on as well.
So I'm gonna interject, and don't feel irritated, okay? The thing is, pay attention to everything that Doris say, okay? And then you guys will thank me later.
Okay, so we also do customization. This is one big piece customization. I think this weigh around maybe 5 kg. It's so heavy. Yeah. So I thank the customer who ordered this from me, try to make it from scratch with the requirements that they have stated. Yeah. So so what's so unique about our customization is we are trying to create the moments and memories for you. So be it whether is it a proposal, it's a wedding, it's a wedding anniversary, a dating anniversary, or even birthdays, we will try to create that special moments for you, so that you can actually capture that when you receive. Yeah. And next, this is our journey. You know what, Eileen, when I was trying to do this, I was in tears. I see myself walking through this path. It's definitely not a straight, smooth path. It's like curvy up and down. But I
Roller coaster, right?
correct. Yes. And while I create this slide, I was saying, oh, I have done so much, So in early this year, flowers was my hobby. Actually, I have more than one hobby. I have tons of hobby. And I try to self-learn flower arrangement through website, try to Google, YouTube, and even buying flowers from the flower shop to just have a simple arrangement. You can see, I buy so much flowers. Then I started create flower arrangement for my family and friends, just as a gift. And I also do create flower arrangement for my friend's friend, just putting at a low cost. It's just for me for a fun hobby that I wish to have. Then after, my husband told me, I think you have to stop doing this. And I say, why? And he say, you should try taking up a course, and see, and find yourself whether knowing more techniques, how professional florists actually do. And this is where I took up professional courses. And then I try to create, of course, with the help of my teacher, some arrangement, and it blew my mind, and I can tell you some of the research, some of the articles that I see in the web, it may not be teaching you the right thing, and it's so important. And learning from professionals guide you to the right path, and to let you understand whether this is something you really want to do. Then later on, it become excited. I become excited, and I say, I think I should start my business. But of course, having that thought is not just one day. It takes me a few months, if I can recall, having whether, what should I do? Do I still follow this? I even ask my parents, do you think if you see me as a florist, is it real? Or because they have seen me so many years working as a working professional, and suddenly I say, is it okay that I actually venture into a business? And so much thought. And my greatest supporter is my husband. I always wonder, I think over the years he has spent so much money on flowers on me, big bouquets, small bouquets, and he's the one that encouraged me to go into this business. And sometimes I wonder, is it that he wants to save money from buying flowers from me? Because now he can't buy flowers, right? I know flowers better than him.
Indeed, I think he has just given himself a challenge. It's not going to be so easy to please you anymore.
All right. So then, that's people around me should know, business, starting a business wasn't in my plan. I have so much passion in HR because I love to help people, and love to know new people, new friends, new connections. So going into a floristry business was so much different. Yeah. But then
can I just interrupt, because there was the question.
Yeah.
The question, are you still doing your HRBP role?
As a free consultant, maybe yes.
Yeah, but not full time.
Yes, not full time. I actually left my job, and then I want to focus on getting to start up my business, because I think there's so much for me to learn. And the best thing is, I think the excitement has already outreached what I actually had previously.
yeah.
So it's so much that I want to do in this business. So then this is where I started, and you can see the bouquet in that slide. That was my first bouquet for customer. I was thrilled. I was so happy when the first order came in, and it's a huge bouquet because they have request for 5 sunflower, and you know how thick and heavy the sunflower is, and it's not an easy arrangement for my first time. So I matched with champagne roses over there, you know, as you can see how this is actually built in, and that was my first try, and my customer was so happy when they received it. So what's next for me?
So that was your first bouquet.
Yes,
right?
That is my first bouquet.
Sunflowers and champagne flowers. Whoa.
Champagne. Champagne roses. So it's sunflowers and roses. So of course I will be having a thought. So what's next? When it comes to business, I think it's or rather it's not just business. Even in your working professional or your career, you might have a goal that you want to achieve. So I always believe in setting goals. And why? Because I also specialize in talent management, whereby it's what we call, you know, you might have seen some HR colleagues who manage your performance management. So which in other word is KPIs and your performance review. So by setting goals is so important, because at least you have a goal in mind that you want to achieve. So I have listed out these few things. First is to set up my florist online shop, which I have did it. I spent weeks trying to figure out a website and involve, you know, some coding, some design and things and that. And finally it has launched, which I will share with you my website link later on. Invest on a flower fridge. So because I'm a home-based business, getting a flower fridge is a challenge for me as well because of space. But still, this is another achievement that I actually achieved, because that means my fresh flowers order has actually expand and increased. So that's why I need a fridge to hold this. And of course, then I have a few more achievements that I want to, or rather goals that I want to achieve in the future, is to set up my first studio workshop, so that I can expand more varieties to my customers, and conduct floral classes. I think this is something that I love, especially I love facilitating. Eileen was trying to know me on what I do. I actually facilitate during my HR days in courses. I have seen my ex-colleague joining in, I think Chloe and I think a few more. And they might know me because I'm the voices of everywhere.
Not just voice, right? Voices.
HR, as long as HR related topics, you know, they will see me speaking. So I love facilitating. I love speaking to people, training them, assisting them to success. And this is why the next few steps is to conduct floral classes. And that also brings me to expand my business. And I hope to hire some people in my team in the future.
Yes. That was a question, right? Because someone was asking, is there any opening to be a freelance?
Yes, I saw that. I would say definitely there will be opportunity. We
Yeah.
never know. I will just keep my option open. But I do have reservation. My friends has already told me, I want to be your marketing. I want to be your driver. Then I say, oh, you have to wait. And they say, I don't mind waiting. So you can see how supportive some of my friends are, and really fun.
I think that's one of the thing that one of the pointer that we need to take away as well. I know in our midst, apart from learning about flowers, quite a few of you joining this session are also interested about the transition. I think the support network is so important. Don't do anything alone. And you would notice also for me in my own journey, I like to collaborate with people, so the collaboration makes your journey a lot more meaningful, and of course your support network. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, be quiet.
It's okay. So next, this is so far, I mean, I have more bouquets and creations that I've done, but due to space limit, I try to put in some beautiful pictures in. So far you can see some preserved dried flowers, fresh flowers, and you can see the variety of flowers that we have in the world. I was so amazed by some of the flowers. I don't even see it before. And guess what? I see this morning, my flower supplier actually sell apples with branches connected. So it's so interesting, and it makes me so eager to try it, on my flower arrangement if there is a chance. And next, so the next few slides, I will be sharing some of the favorite FloristD favorites flowers, as well as customers flowers that they always order from me. So of course I have so much to share, but at the end of the session, if you wish to connect with me to learn more about flowers, feel free to do so. But for now, I have picked up 5, differentiating between fresh cut flowers and dried flowers, or rather preserved flowers. Okay, so the first one, this is cappuccino roses. People who love coffee, it's not as the coffee type of flowers that you see. There is another roses called coffee, and it really looks like coffee color, but this cappuccino roses is actually a premium rose. It's a special variety or species in the rose. The petals are firm enough and actually tickle. And why we love this flower is because it's long lasting. Yeah. And of course it's beautiful in nature, and
Like
it has a very I think very light smell that I will guess many people can actually appreciate. Yeah, because there are some flowers who are very strong in smell. People may not be able to take it if they have allergy, but this is so thin in the smell, which I think it looks so beautiful. And it's great for weddings or even bridal bouquets. So the meaning of the flower, as you can see, is if you want to send flowers to someone who want to express on your sincerity, gratitude and love, and modesty, you may want to pick this flower, and on your left side, I do put do you know questions. So how do you actually pick roses in general, or rather cappuccino roses? Do not purchase flowers in general or roses where they have brown marks on petal. Yeah, but of course we can't actually avoid some time, because most of our flowers are imported. So through the journey, they may be packed and may not be taken care as much as possible, but that's fine. You can always use a flower scissors to cut out if it's at the tip of the flower. Why so? Because that will help not to transfer the bacteria to other petals as well. So this is something that you may want to learn. And roses, it comes with any colors, every colors that you can see, except for blue. Those that you have seen on the shelf or somewhere, blue, roses has no blue color unless it's dyed. If it's dyed, I don't recommend to buy dyed flowers because of the chemical that they have used, and it may not last very long. And sometimes because of the strong chemical, it's too pungent for people to actually take it. So unless there's special requests or people who love blue, so this type of roses are perfect for friends, family, or even your loved ones. There is also meaning of number of flowers. As you know, you can always Google 3 roses is I love you. There's also other many meaning that you can always pick up from. So when we liaise with customer on customization, we will always ask, how many number of roses. If they are not aware, we will always provide that guide for them to choose, to see where their budget is, and then work accordingly. Yeah. So next up, another fresh cut flowers, and is one of many customer favorites. This is the hydrangea. So hydrangea comes with many colors. It can be dual color, it can be triple color, depending where they are actually being imported. So the picture that you see in here is a green with pink hydrangea. Okay, so hydrangea is a beautiful big flower. Sometimes customers tell me, I want the big flower. So I know what they are trying to say is the hydrangea. So because it's just one stem and with multiple petals, and this brings us to know this is hydrangea. But hydrangea is fragile, okay, and it's a very thirsty flower. They drink a lot of water. If you imagine, you need a pail, at least less than half of those red big pails of water. If you want to put them overnight, this is the amount of water that you require for just one hydrangea.
But what if you receive them in a bouquet? I mean, so you need to dump the bouquet into a pail of water?
No, actually normal vase, they require big vase and not those small vase. Okay, because of the big flower that is having. But of course, for us, when we try to maintain, we really need them to drink a lot of water. It's available all year round. It's not a seasonal flower. Okay. And as I mentioned, why they are actually thirsty. By the word hydrangea, it's actually a combination of a Greek word, hydro, which means water.
Water,
okay?
yeah.
And then angelo, which means vessel. So you can just put them both this word together, and you won't be surprised why they are called a thirsty flowers. And so you need to actually it's very important to keep your flowers hydrated, especially hydrangea. So hydrangea represent gratitude, grace, beauty, and harmony. So you can see the number of petals being put together. It's like togetherness, it's so great to send as to your best friends, to friends that who stand by you whenever you need help. So a hydration bouquet, that's counts. So of course, it also symbolizes love and peace. Now, so some fun facts to know, though hydrangeas are thirsty flower, they can also drink flowers from their petals. So what you can do, so normally when we create bouquets for hydrangea, we have a large tube of water attached to it. We don't recommend hydrangeas for bridal bouquet because bridal wedding usually lasts few hours from morning to night. So we want the flowers to look beautiful and fresh. So we won't recommend hydrangeas, because it will weep after a while if the water if it's run out of water. But normal bouquet, yes, if possible, because we always attach with water tubes, or what we call the water pack bouquet, which there is a big water being attached to it so that it can last.
So it's like a little receptacle, right?
Correct.
Like a little receptacle attached to it. You know, it's so interesting because there's a few chats happening in Zoom about how this particular flower changes with pH. You know, the pH that the water is being that is soaked in. And then it talks about what you heard Sharon was saying. What was it Sharon who mentioned that there is, Sharon, you said that you were told by a Kiwi that if you pee into the roots of this particular pink flower, it turns blue and vice versa. So maybe the hydrogen sulfide in the pee actually caused a chemical reaction. Not surprising.
I see. Yeah,
Harry.
so
Harry is laughing there.
Okay, so I was saying that water can drink through petals. So you can always use the flower spray water to spray it, create like a mist on top of your flowers, so that they feel hydrated. And then if you are selecting hydration, have a touch on the petal, and you can realize those that are the freshest are firm to touch. They are actually very firm. So those that are very soft, maybe they are not being hydrated enough. So you may want to take note of that. So next up, this beautiful flower, I'm sure it's not very common to people. It's personally my favorite flower. This is called a white blushing bride, and it comes with two colors, pink and white, and it's a very popular wedding flower as well. So they have pointed petals that will turn from a white ivory color to a pale green, then pale pink. You see how the color transitions, and the center, the blush center, that's also why it's called the blushing bride, because it's like blushing from the center. It's just like blushing from someone's face. Yeah, so that's why a lot of brides will add this flower in. And one good thing is that this can be turned into dried flower, and once it's dried, it's even beautiful. Yeah. So the meaning of this flower, of course, as per the name, is romance, love, and marriage. And some fun tips that you can know that of is that you need to actually keep this cool. And of course, they will always need water. Try to replace your water every day so that It has clean water to take. And of course, it can be used as dried flower arrangement. The beginning of the season of this flower is a seasonal flower anyway. It's actually mid-June, where a lot of weddings happening in June, all the way to end of October. So if you love these flowers, you may want to actually get it now because it's ending soon in the season. I just bought a bunch this morning because I just love them when it's dry. Yeah, so maybe if you love the way how it looks, you may want to take you may want to actually get these flowers soon. And the next one, where we move into preserve and dry flower, this is banksia. Okay, it's an Australian iconic plant. By looking at it, you may see, oh, okay, it looks weird with some furry in the center, and then the leaf doesn't look like a leaf, you know, but it's actually a special plant that people have added into their arrangement, especially when it comes to dried flower arrangement. It comes with different variety, size, and shapes. Some are very tall, some are very round. You can always Google banksia in the web, and you can see there's many shapes and sizes of banksia. So it's generally available from September to February. So it's now the most prominent to actually get this banksia. The meaning of this flower is rebirth and new beginning. So if you want to actually get a bouquet for someone who has a shop opening, or they celebrate for a new beginning of some achievement, this may be something that you want to add on. It comes with cream color, okay, orange and yellow. So mine is actually in the picture here, it's actually cream. So it's dry. You can see it still stay as it is, with some cream somewhere, but of course it will turn a little bit brownish, but this is the nature how it's being dried. Okay, moving next, which is my last preserve and dry flower that I want to share, is the cotton flower. So ladies may know this because they might be using cotton pads or buds from their face
every day.
So there's these cotton flowers, and some people may not be unfamiliar of, and it's actually soft in nature. One funny story is that when I told this to my mother-in-law, and say, "What? There's cotton on a flower?" You know, so it's some people may not know, you know, how it looks like, and this is roughly how it looks. It's actually a very good combination to add on for decorative, especially Christmas. Christmas is coming, so you might see it more often. By placing it in a vase alone with cotton flowers, just bring up, you know, the atmosphere in your room or even in your living room. The meaning of this cotton flower is very interesting. It brings you luck. It's also a healing and a protection. So, so this is why people love cotton flowers so much. So these cotton stems are found all year round. And of course, I mentioned it's very popular right now. And guess what? You can also DIY your own cotton flower by using cotton buds. Yeah, so interesting, right? So there's so many tutorials in YouTube that you can find if you are interested to create create one for yourself. Okay, so next, sunflower tips. So you may want to, you know, put out some notes or capture image if you love flowers. So this is fresh flower care tips. Now, of course, we need a vase, the first step, and you need to add water. Tap water is fine. So many people might be asking, do it need to be filtered water, this and that? Now you are living in Singapore, our water is safe to drink. So it's also safe for our flowers to drink. So it doesn't matter. I personally use tap water for my flowers and it lasts. And you can add flower food. So in my slides, the pictures, there are a few options of flower food. It can be on the sachet format, which is a powder form, or it can be a liquid form. It's available in nurseries or flower shop that you can actually purchase. For us, every bouquet comes with complimentary flower food because we want your flowers to last. So you will see that attached if you order fresh flower bouquets from us. So you have to remove and unwrap your bouquet. So there's no way you can attach the wrapping together and put in your vase because all your wrapping will be wet. Yeah. So trim. So once you unwrap, trim it. Usually we tie with raffia string or brown, what we call the brown string, so that the arrangement is attached. And you don't have to rearrange again. So you can simply just, unwrap our bouquets and put it on the vase, and that's hassle-free. But of course, you need to trim 1 or 2 cm of the stem from the bottom at a 45-degree angle. This is why I bold it and highlight it. Why? Because to create a bigger surface for the flowers to drink more water. And then replenish water frequently, okay? And then it's recommended
as in every day, or is that too much?
If you don't mind and if you have the time to change the water every day, of course it's the best. But we recommend every 2 days is fine. Or once the water turns chalky. When it turns chalky, that means you have to be aware that your flowers are getting bacterial. So you have to quickly change it, otherwise it won't last. If you do the necessary step, it will last you safely at least 1 week or even slightly more. Okay.
Doris, there's a question from Sharon. She's asking, what's the reason for not putting flowers near fruits or vegetables?
Yeah, so I'm actually trying to emphasize this. So just to take note, not to actually place your flowers near electronics, fruits, and vegetables. Electronics, why? Our TVs, our computers.
Radiation, right?
Yes, there's radiation. Yeah, so of course there's some harmful radiation as we nowadays see phones so much, right? So so be it as flowers, because they are also living things. Fruits and vegetables, because especially bananas, so you can't actually have fruits and vegetables going near to your flowers because they will wait faster. Yeah. Okay, so just take note. So that's why people put at the center of your dining table, or they put it away from the TV, somewhere the side table where there's no electronics and stuff. So you may want to take note of this.
Wow, there's a bit of conversation here asking, adding Panadol, like paracetamol kind of painkiller thing, maybe half a teaspoon of sugar to the water will make the flowers last longer and vibrant. Is it true?
Okay, so there's so many steps in the website that you can find. People say put hot water, Panadol and stuff. But I would think you should get something that is related to flowers. Try not to put those things inside because it might help for sunflower, sunflower, SOME, but it may not apply for all flowers. Yeah, so always get something related to related to flower, which is flower food. It's available in nursery, so you can always get get it simply. Okay.
Oh, there's also another question about, flower food. I know you give a sachet or so. Do we like put the whole sachet and then let it last? Or do we like half a pack? Yeah, because I received sachet as well and I just dump the whole thing in. But then I don't dare to change the water because I've already put the, flower food.
I see. So I would say there's instruction in the flower food pack sachet. So those that we got, there's an instruction. It's so easier to read. You can just follow the instruction. Usually this kind of sachet, they need half liter of water. Yeah. And also depending on your type of vase, how big is it? So really have to see the vase that you have, the flowers, how the variety or how many stems of flowers that you have, and then just follow the instruction. Yeah, but if you follow most of the steps, you are safe to last your flowers.
So nice.
Yeah.
So you provide instructions, right, in your bouquet, what to do. Yeah,
Yeah,
the one I received has no instruction. So I just look at it and I think, okay, it says flower food, so I just dump it.
Oh, yeah, we will provide the guide and instruction. Yeah, so that's also something additional service that we want to make sure our customer well spend their money and then recipients are receiving it their flower fresh and beautiful. Yeah,
as what we say, stretch your dollar.
Yeah. So next, after receiving fresh flower bouquet, if you want to do it as a dried flower, what are the techniques that you can do? It's actually air drying technique. So tie your flowers together. If you have separate them, you may want to tie them in small branches, around 5 to 10 stems, using the raffia, like a brown string or elastic band. Normal rubber band is also fine. Then hang it upside down, and you can actually get a pole if you have it with string. If you don't have, you can suspend from the ceiling if you have hooks. For me, you can see in the picture, right? I use what we call the clothes hanger, the clothes hanger clip. So that works. You don't have to really buy something to actually make it. So sometimes it's also reuse what you have at home to also help doing the dried flower tanning. So leave it dry, and then do know drying takes time and it varies from different flowers. So you can see from the pictures that I have dried, and you can always simply see from the picture the colors are still attached on it. So if it's a pink color roses, it's pink color. If it's a dark pink, it's dark pink, and red, of course, it will turn dark red. So if you follow this technique, I'm sure you are able to get your flowers dried beautifully. Yeah.
But in the process of drying, sometimes the smell, is a very different kind of smell actually comes out. So what can we do?
If you so there are people who will spray on essential oil. So mix essential oil and water to spray on, because essential oils are natural. Of course, get those natural ones. Try not to use perfume because there is alcohol and other chemicals that we will not know. So essential oils plus water is the best combination to add scents, to your flowers, and spray from a distance, not too close, because it will wet your dry flower, or else your dry flower become a wet flower. Yeah.
Of course.
So just take note of that.
Oh, someone was asking, Claire was asking, what fragrance would you recommend for essential oils?
To me, I think there's a few that I love. Lavender is the most common one. Equalators, if you know, it will get rid of mosquitoes Yeah. So and some flying insects, and also lemongrass. Yeah. So you may want to take note of this. These are those common ones, and people the smell that people can actually accept. Yeah.
Okay, what about peppermint? That's what Claire asked.
Peppermint. Yes, if you want to, if you have natural peppermint essential oil, you can also do it. But I think those that I actually recommend are more plant and flower related.
Okay.
Yeah. So you may want to take note.
Yeah.
Then moving next, preserve and dried flower care tips. So how do you actually maintain that? You need to place it in, free from damp or humidity, and dry environment, because they are actually dried flowers and preserved. Now, preserved flowers are actually real flowers. Okay, they are from real flowers, and then they turn into preserve, because there's also some, if you look up in YouTube, you will see how the process of preserved flowers are actually done. Yeah. And refrain them from sun exposure, because that will accelerate the color degradation. So you might see lighter color if there's too much of sunlight exposure for your preserved and dried flowers. Of course, there's no watering required. So some funny stories that I received from customer is that they bought exactly this pot of preserved flower and sent to her granny, and the granny was surprised. Oh, now have preserved flower, no need to water. So interesting, because the granny asked the customer, do I need to water the flower the next morning? So my customer actually share this funny joke to me. Yeah, so there's no need for watering for this type of flowers. Now, of course, we are not able to refrain them from having dust, so of course there's no miracle solution to combat dust and sunlight. You can delicately remove dust from your preserved flower or dry flowers using a hair dryer on cold setting. The tip is hair dryer on cold setting, not hot. Or a soft paintbrush, and dust it off the dust. So it will just look as beautiful as the picture is shown. Yeah.
That's a question, Doris. In fact, there are many questions, but I thought this question is quite poignant because it's quite related. Because the question is from Chiu, do we dry the flowers when they are in their prime? I think I asked this question yesterday, or when they are just about drying, not dying, drying.
Okay, so if you love your flowers in the fresh type, try to maintain it until you can see that the flowers are in the process of breathing. So that means like this. Yeah, correct. Then you can hang it upside down following the air drying technique. Yeah. So of course, if you receive your fresh cut flowers and they are still beautifully, I don't think you want to hang it upside down
No.
Yeah.
So let it soak up the flower food, right? Maybe for water. A week, you think?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, depending on how you maintain it and your surrounding environment.
Okay. Cool.
Okay.
Cool.
So what had we learned so far, or what had I actually myself learned as well? Is floral arrangement for everyone. I would say that the rule of thumb is you need to love flowers. If you are allergic to flowers or you dislike flowers, I think flower arrangement may not be suitable for people who don't like flowers. And also you need to enjoy and love what you are doing. Okay, flower arrangement requires skill, practice, and knowledge. It doesn't come so fast like myself about the tips, about different kind of flowers, their names. Sometimes I even had hard time pronouncing some of the flowers' name because it's so hard to pronounce. I think all these needs skills and knowledge. You need to have the constant uh, amount of time to read up, to understand, always build up different skills, reach out to the same community people who love flowers. Yeah, so the next thing is what action can working professional take in order to pursue their passion. I think that's one action that I learned is don't wait to find your passion. Why do I say so? Is passion is not, people might thought that passion is fixed, you know, but you either have passion for something or you actually don't have passion for something at all, right? But it's not fixed, you see. The problem of people might have thought this way of thinking is that um, they think of passion as something we discover or happened upon, you know. So you may want to try many different jobs, looking at the right fit. And many of the times, we may not take into account that the fact it often take time to develop one passion. For me, it doesn't. Flower does. I mean, floristry business turning into passion business is not a one day thing, as I mentioned. So it needs constant developing, and you need to constantly know what kind of passion that you have. And then along with skills, confidence, and relationship, speaking to like the same community as I mentioned, the flower suppliers, and your customer, so that you can actually experience your passion for work. Yeah, so we received so much testimonial and reviews from all our customer. Of course, I won't read every single one. There is also returning customers who come back to us, that they love our works, our creations, and service. So we are glad, and this doesn't come overnight. It takes us a long way to actually get to this, and we are still growing, definitely.
I think this slide is so important. Most people might look at this slide and say, oh, it's just publicity, but I really want to emphasize on this slide. For startups, all right? I have a very soft spot for startups because it's not easy to walk this journey, and it's a new journey, and you're discovering a lot of things. And I mentioned about support. This is one of the ways where we extract a lot of motivation and confidence for the first believers. I always say the first group of people who believe in you, support you, you know, and these are the reasons why you continue in your journey to provide the service, right?
Yes.
Because we had a conversation as well.
Correct.
There's always the monetary side, right? There's always like, should I just do this because of monetary, or should I do more? And then that's what I've also discovered, and that's what you've discovered as well.
Correct.
For the believers.
Yes, and like I mentioned, right? Once you receive people who just telling you your bouquet is beautiful, my mom love it, my wife love it. That just touches your heart, because this is something that you have created for them, and they just, you know, from the bottom of their heart, just being so happy. Of course, one of the greatest compliment is they receive from someone that they have known, but it's also an added thing that makes their day. Yeah. So one thing that I want to share is that I do have a 60-year-old uncle or customer. It's not he's not a social media person. He reached out to me in Instagram. And by seeing his profile, he has no friends at all. So
No followers.
so I asked him, how do you know me? So he said, oh, I was setting up Instagram and I came across your post. And then I start, reaching out to you. So the thing is, what touches me is this 60-year-old uncle, or rather my customer, is ordering for her next, his wife, who is also 60-year-old, because they are celebrating their
So
60th
beautiful.
birthday. And it just it just
Gives you reason, right?
warm our hearts that
Yeah, I know.
even
I
up
know.
to 60-year-old,
I know.
flowers is still
Yeah.
something that people will appreciate, and sending it to people by showing their love. Yeah. So this is also something that I want to share in one of my stories, and this is the most touching stories that so far I came across. So here are the links. We actually create this QR code for easy scanning. So we have our online shop. Please, you may visit. If there's anything that attracts you, you can simply shop in our website. We have also share our creation in Instagrams and Facebook. Sometimes we also share behind the scenes. Eileen also told me she loved my behind the scenes. And some photos that we actually snapped. Just brighten people day, and this is also what we want to achieve. So you can follow us in Instagram and Facebook. The handles are also written there.
But this is not the end. This is not the end. So many people share this at the end, but this is not the end.
Yeah.
So we're gonna move to the next segment.
Correct. So anyway, it's Friday. I'm sure there's slow activities. Right at the moment, because we are giving
Enjoy your afternoon. Enjoy your lunch hour. There's still a bit of time in the lunch hour. Yes, enjoy it. Yes.
Yeah, you can multitask. Hearing from a HR professional, you can multitask. Because we are giving out attractive prizes. But first of all, Eileen, I think we need to announce the winner of the bouquet. I'm not sure whether she is in the So we receive a lot of entries, and thank you so much for participating. Eileen and myself having tough choice for us to choose who to actually give away the bouquet. So we are giving away the bouquet to
Yay! Congratulations!
Yay! So we will be reaching out to you to actually see when is the best time to deliver the bouquet.
Nice. Everyone is congratulating Carrie in Zoom as well. Congratulations!
Nice. Okay.
I just want to summarize what why Carrie. All right. Firstly, to thank everybody who have submitted your entries. As the contest go, we can only give one. All right. And we want to give this bouquet to Carrie because she has picked someone outside of her immediate circle. So it's someone in her network of friends who have taken on an initiative, even despite the COVID pandemic hitting us, having a lot of negativity. This person has actually gone out to actually walk the talk. All right. It is actually her pastor friend who actually go over and beyond to help the people in need, and really very, very selfless. So I thought this is really good, because you can first, the people who give a lot of things usually don't expect anything back. And wow, even saying this, I can also hear just saying it, because I know how it feels. So wow.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
congratulations.
hope this actually brighten your day.
Correct.
And I'm sure people who are in this session is also happy for her to win this prize, and congratulations. But I'm not done yet.
Yeah, she's not done. Woo! That's more.
Why? Because we really see those entries, and I think those entries that came to
Are all
us.
very good too, right?
Yeah, so it's very tough. So what FloristD is doing is that for the rest of the participants who have submit their entry and taken part for the contest, don't be discouraged, okay? Because FloristD will be giving you one-time 15% discount for you for your next purchase. So it's a one-time 15% discount. You can just purchase anything that is on our website, and then to actually deliver or actually pick up for someone who you
and
want
even
to
if they
give.
don't purchase, you know, you can also do something good as well with it. But talk to Doris. Yeah. She is very, very nice as well. So, and I know she's very good in customization. She is so good in customization. Yeah, love the conversation with her. She's full of ideas as well.
Okay, so we will also be reaching out to you to provide you with the details. So of course, you know, we won't leave out those people who actually take their time to participate. Okay.
But what about the rest of the people who have tuned in and who are here?
Yeah, so we are doing
something for them.
Yeah, we are doing some quick quiz time. It won't take us long because you can see in the slide we are giving $20 credit discount. It's a lot. And of course, we also want to thank Art of Korea for giving us the space to actually share this. And I'm sure both Eileen and myself are so happy to give prizes on a Friday, you know.
Yeah. Happy to be part of other people's journey. So you remember us and remember me.
Yeah. Okay, so the first question that we are going. So what is FloristD Instagram handle? So what you need to do is type in the chat. The first person who answer it correctly will get the $20 credit discount. Yeah. So
of course, Carrie cannot participate because she already won a prize. Not that she wanted to. Okay.
Yeah. So the answer is somewhere near me. Okay. So.
Wow, we got a winner.
Yay!
We have a winner. Okay, that's Chun Hui. Hui. So Chun Hui has the right answer. There are also others who tried. So I would say try for the other questions. But Chun Hui got it right because the underscore is important. There must be a dot and there must be a D also. And furthermore, it's on her background picture.
Yeah, it's over here. Yeah. Okay, so congratulations, Chun Hui.
Yeah, Chun Hui, congratulations. Do email out of support@outofcareer.com or just, you know, go to in fact, better still, just reach out to Doris. All right, go to her Instagram page.
We will get the names and then we will reach out to them. Okay. So now move on to the next quiz.
Yeah, next one. Get ready.
The flower that FloristD first bouquet order? I think we emphasized this many times. I tried to make it with a slightly higher peach tone.
Yes. Let me check. We have a winner.
Okay.
We have a winner. Everybody's been paying attention, but I'll give to fast fingers. So Claire got the right answer. Yay!
Thank you.
Indeed, sunflowers. Oh my gosh, Carrie even chose a sunflower as her you know, reaction button.
Wow.
You guys are great. You make this so fun. Yay. Yeah, Claire.
Okay. Great.
We got more quizzes, right?
Yes, that's right.
Okay, get ready, guys.
Next, wait, let me just move my slide. Is it moving? No, how come? Okay. Name the preserved or dried flower that I shared today. A, roses. B, basil and cotton flowers.
Wow, you guys are fast. You guys
C,
are...
hydrangean. D, roses and lavender.
Wow. Very fast, very fast. We got a winner. T&Q. Got it right. That's banksia and cotton flowers.
Yes.
Yay. So nice. You guys pay attention. You see? That's good. That's why you will thank me, because I said okay. Let's have a good time. Yeah.
Yeah. Next, what are FloristD expertise? Now, this is at the very beginning of my slides. Yeah, and maybe some tips. If you have scanned my website, if you scroll down a little bit, you have seen 3 expertise that we actually focus on.
Yeah.
Have anyone
related to FloristD lah? Related to FloristD. Okay. FloristD, not Doris.
If it's HR,
then 3 categories. She said that in the beginning. 3 categories. That's where I stopped you guys and I said, pay attention. 3 categories. What are, and the keyword is are, right? What are. So I also said 3 already. Yeah. So 3.
You can go to floristd.com. Yeah. Okay,
any guess? You can guess until you get it right. Okay. Very good. Very good. Remember 3, yeah? 3.
Very close, Mary.
Very good. Yeah, very close. What about, so can you include? There are 3. All right, there are 3. Okay, very nice. Let's see who gets it right. There are 3. So type 3. So like, for example, Mary, type 3 areas. Type 3 in your answer. All right, Mary. So try to put 3 areas in your answer. Right. Okay. I think, let's see. Claire has won a prize, and then Sharon has also won a prize, right? Am I right? Sharon?
No, Sharon, no.
No, Sharon has not. Sharon has not won a prize. Then okay, let's see. But the answer, Jin Ting. Okay, so Sharon said floral arrangement, customization and classroom training. Jin Ting says customization, daily flowers, preserve and dried flowers.
Yes, that's right.
Got all 3 categories right. Mary, because you only mentioned 1, there's 2 more you need to mention. But I think Jin Ting got all 3 right. Right. Yeah. So congratulations, Jin Ting. Congratulations. Do reach out to us, or better still, please reach out to Doris, all right, directly on her handle as well.
Yeah.
Her Instagram page. Yeah.
So next, and our last
one, get ready, guys.
Yeah. So those who have not win, we hope that you can win this. Name 1 flower care tip. A, we have not. I have not shared any flower care tip. B, flower care tips. C, planting care tips.
Wow. Why, Wei Chong, I don't know why you typing. But yeah, fast finger. Wow, thank you so much. So many. Chun Hui say flower food. This is the only thing he remembered, because we were discussing about flower food, right? Okay, so actually we got a winner, Albert Gunn. Albert Gunn is
Okay.
the winner. So he said B, fresh flower care tips.
Okay. Great.
Thank you
So,
so much. Yeah,
yeah.
but Wei Chong, yeah, cut 45 degrees angle. I
Oh,
love it. You guys are really good. Oh, yeah. Congrats to everybody who have won. Yeah, I'll pass your email because, coincidentally, all of you who have won are in Zoom. So we have your email. But so thanks so much for that. Let me share the closing slides. Yeah.
oh, I think can I actually share something?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Do
Okay.
yeah, please.
Yeah.
Because there are some questions also.
So, okay, so stay tuned for new collections. Christmas is coming. We are actually doing Christmas trees with preserved flower and dry flowers. Okay, so you can see there's also other collections that are coming out, especially for bouquets. And actually, our best-selling the Keep a Bloom box series, we are doing more creations on that, and it also comes with a clear, easy hassle-free handle that you can actually place it on your work desk or your home. And best not is you will not collect dust. Yeah. Okay. So stay tuned for all these.
What's my favorite? My favorite is not this. My favorite is where you receive like a gift box, and then when you open the gift box, it's got all the little flowers there. I love it so much. I love it.
This is the customization that I did for.
I
will share that photo soon.
Yeah.
Very, very soon. So you can actually it's
will
a jewelry box actually.
Yeah, so nice. When you open, it's like all the flowers looking at you. So pretty. Yes.
So we are also giving all viewers. I don't know, some might have left, but not.
But you can watch the recording.
Yeah. So 5% discount for all orders with FloristD. Okay, you can use this code, but of course the terms and conditions apply. That means it doesn't include delivery charges, and it's also a limited time only. So it's up to 31st November because we want to also celebrate Christmas with you. So if you have any thoughts of sending gifts to your loved ones, your colleagues or friends, best part is you can use this discount code. And those who have win the prizes or not, that's fine. We are open this 5% discount for all. And you can share this discount code CSS5OFF, okay, to any of your friends who are also in love with flowers and they also want to get something, or there's a big celebration or occasion that is coming up, this might save some pocket money from them. So you can just take down the code. Next, maybe we can do some question. I do know that we actually exceed our time,
and they have stayed on. Wow.
Yeah, so maybe we can take one question.
So one question that came out in the chat, because this is a live question, is do you buy the fresh flowers only when you have an order, or do you have a regular order? And then I hear you this morning, I hear that you went out this morning and you buy what you see as well. And it can be very costly because it's perishables, right?
Yes.
And nursery usually sells them in large quantities, like one type per bouquet. So,
Okay, so a good question. So that was also part of my business plan, or one of the challenge that I named it out. Yes, flowers are perishable in nature, and it's also very fragile and it doesn't last long. So what happens is, if there is an order, of course, there is a need to actually pre-order the flowers in advance. So we actually link up with my flower suppliers. to actually take the orders. So what happens is not all flowers is available. Some are seasonal flowers, but also due to COVID, shipment has been a challenge to a lot of businesses, including our flowers suppliers. So if we do not actually able to get those flowers that we have discussed with the customer, we will give them the options to actually make a replacement, and we will recommend. But of course, the cost wise, we will try to match it as near as possible. And then of course, that is customization. Now, customization orders are very different because there's a lot of discussions and type or a specific flowers that they are looking at. So we will recommend some flowers that is bunched up nicely as a flower arrangement for them. So we will recommend those flowers, and we will also be asking about the budget and work within. But those that are already on my website is all year round, so it doesn't matter. It definitely is available, unless there is a need to change of a color. Then it's something that you can reach out to us, and we will try our best to help you.
Okay.
Now, then, yeah, sorry. So what happens to the leftover flowers? Now, I wanted to emphasize this is because yes, there is also leftover flowers, but what we are not throwing them away. We are actually selling those spare flowers to people who wants to have a simple arrangement at their home. So with a small vase, they will just put it at a very low price, because we don't like to discard them. I don't like throwing my flowers away. Also, I have also linked up with an organization, a non-profit organization, who actually get flowers from florists. They also work with florists. Those leftover flowers, they will collect from us. I think they are actually a couple who do this. They will get flowers from us, and they will deliver to the old folks home or hospital. Yeah, so we are also doing some good cause for those people. Because it's actually such a waste to actually throw them away. So these are the ways of how we actually handle our flowers orders. Yeah, so hope we actually answer the question.
Yeah, the next question is, how much is the flower fridge?
This is a very tricky one. It costs, actually we have been searching for the right size of flowers due to my home space. So what we had was a single door fridge. However, we actually bought it and we realized, oh, it's not enough, because our orders have even increased more. And then we are actually looking at the 2-door fridge. But then that's fine. We actually get from a second-hand fridge, and it's actually well conditioned, and we love it. So flower fridge costs a lot. It can be above $500 and above, or 1,000. So you can actually look up, in the web, and you can see all the prices listed there. It's not a normal fridge. It's not a fridge that we have, like we bought for home use. It's actually a chiller. Yeah, and this chiller is only able for flowers. So you remember the care tips? I say no vegetable, no fruits. Yeah, so we cannot make, so only flowers are inside.
Just like a wine fridge.
Yeah, you can use wine fridge, but of course it cannot fit in. I mean, the length of the stems and the bouquet may not be able to fit for the size. So we got a very tall one, but a single door with a 3 rack, so we can actually place them nicely inside.
Very nice. I think one last question is, do you deliver the flowers personally? I know the answer to this. And do you use, or you use a courier service? And I know you have a different reason for it.
Okay, so we actually had a third party. We actually had a trusted third party deliver service. I actually know him as Mark. he's a very nice guy. We also have linked up with another one because sometimes the arrangement of the timing are not able to fit nicely. And then we also try to make sure, you know, we meet the requirement of our customer, because there may be a specific timing that they request. They want to have that surprise on that dot, so we try to make it happen for them. I myself personally deliver as well, because I love to interact with my customer or even the recipient. What we do is, once we receive, we always inform our customer that it's delivered, okay, so that they ensure that the service is actually well taken care of. And then we will try to share the bouquet or any creation that we create to our customers, okay. So they can always post share their moments in their social media, or you know, put it somewhere as a memory for them. So this is our delivery service.
Okay, thank you so much. Thank you so much for that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So maybe you want to stop share.
Yeah. Okay. So last thing, if you have questions, yeah.
That's my favorite bouquet.
Oh yeah. So if you have actually any questions, whatever question, if we can answer you, we will try to, because we love to hear from you. So this is our email address. You can WhatsApp me as well if you have any upcoming events or occasions that you want to order flowers with us. If not, if you want to understand certain flowers that you have came across and whether is it fit to actually send to that person, you can also reach out to us. Okay, so here is our contact, and I pass it over to you.
Yes. Thank you so much. Yeah. Thank you so much. Once you stop share, I will be able to bring up my slides.
Yep.
Yeah, I just want to thank everybody for staying for so long. You know, your questions are not forgotten. All right. So I've actually categorized your questions into 3 groups. So the first group is about business. It's about startup business and the business planning and stuff like that. So there's a survey that you're going to see when you exit the Zoom meeting. For those people who are watching the recording, you know, I'll be showing you the link as well. You can fill this up because I will bring on speakers who can talk about, you know, how you can plan and also what kind of business plan, budgeting and stuff. So there are speakers already that have reached out to me and they say they're happy to share those. Second category is about being a salaried employee and how do you actually make that transition, and what we call the tipping point. You know, at which point do you finally decide? Very broadly, there's always 2 things you can think of. One is the pull factor and another one is the push factor. I think the pull factor, we have to listen to both, all right? So the pull factor could be suddenly you see a lot of interest, a lot of requests coming to you, like Doris receiving a lot of requests and surprising requests from a random, you know, stranger, like the 60-year-old man who reached out and then buying a bouquet. So lovely, right? It makes your passion, you know, into something very meaningful. And then you will realize that viability becomes a parallel question that we need to answer. Okay, so that's like the second category. Oh, sorry about that. Then the third category of question that we look for is, you know, what's the process of finding out what you're passionate in? Is something to do with your personality, your DNA. And then also, I think there was a question around, what if you got many passions, right? You have to start somewhere, and there is a journey of discovery as well. I know it's a mouthful and we're at the tail end. And so for those of us who are watching the recording, that's the link. You can fill out the survey. For those of you in Zoom, you will be immediately presented with this survey. We have, you know, some choices there. Would you be interested to attend something like this, but receiving, you know, real floral components and then watching a live demo and get that, you know, arranged. That'll be very interesting. Business plan, and then maybe more interviews with successful professionals. Maybe more interviews with, you know, successful or startup businesses, or maybe employer meet and greet. Do let us know. All right. So we want to make it more purposeful for you. And because in line with what we have been doing so far, we've been supporting budding talent, you know, successful talent, just for you as a professional to be inspired. That's the main thing. Okay, so end of this month, we'll be supporting a social enterprise, and that's to do with Project Lotus. There's a lot of videos, you know, on our YouTube channel. Please view them, and 100% of the proceeds will go to Project Lotus. Okay, so if you are keen to do that, I will be doing a workshop very specifically on how you can get yourself hired and also more attractive to employers by showing, you know, the altruistic side of you, the charitable side of you. Okay, so thank you so much for attending today's session. Of course, big thank you to Doris, who put in so much work. All right, I hope you discover more about her. Thank you, audience, for sticking with us. Those of you who are still with us right now, thank you so much. More events coming up for you. I personally enjoy every single one that I moderate. So thank you again. We'll see you. Doris, any parting words? You're on mute. You're on mute. Any parting words? Yeah.
You may have a lot of hobbies, all right? But I'm sure if you want to turn your hobby to a business, it's not that you can't do it, because I can do it. I mean, you know, anyone can also do it. Yeah. So discover yourself. Okay. Look at what you enjoy, your passion, and the most important thing, once you fix that, and you have your original intention, do not divert away, because that is why you actually started your business. So it's always a strong message for myself why I started it, and it has to be continuously performing what I can do best. So hope that you all enjoyed the session today. I know that you all have a lot of questions. Probably I will discuss with Aideen and see how
we'll follow up with the email.
Maybe we can do another session where I can answer all the questions at one go.
You would?
Yeah, sure. So then maybe we can set up a time again, and so that people can know how things are, because
with your Christmas bouquet. I'm gonna play Christmas carols.
So I mean, I hope my business success. I also hope the audience that are with us today, or who have joined us, where you are, I also hope that your success in whatever things that you do, especially in this difficult time. So lastly, do take care. The weather is hot these few days, because I know my flowers are talking to me saying that it's too hot. So hydrate yourself, take care, stay well, and then we will see you guys soon.
Thank you so much, everyone. Have a good weekend ahead. Enjoy the rest of your Friday, and remember, buy experiences. Okay, buy experiences that money cannot get you. Okay, so thanks. Goodbye, everyone. Congratulations to our winners. Bye. We'll see you again. Cheers.